When three high schoolers are pulled out of their world and dropped into a realm of swords, sorcery, and monsters, survival is just the beginning.
Joining us now to tell us more about the Angel original series, The Wayfinders, is series star Evan Nicholas Fields. Welcome. Thanks for
Hey.
joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, certainly.
Absolutely.
So being a series lead, that's an exciting and challenging opportunity for a young actor. What was it that drew you to accept the role of Flynn on The Wayfinders?
Yeah, so Flynn typically is somebody I try to mask, someone who isn't as confident and someone who really doesn't believe in their abilities, but, being forced and put into this world, he, has to step up to the plate.
Yeah, certainly.
And I'm curious because, your earlier work is kind of in that comedy world, and I'm wondering, were there ways that the tone of like this series kind of let you stretch and work maybe more dynamic elements of your acting?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, comedy, you have to have good timing and you really just have to be present in the moment. So, when you're definitely in a fantasy world and, things that are larger than life are happening around you, I think the comedy element just helped me, stay present and stay grounded for sure.
And with this series, obviously there's a lot of digital effects that we have seen even in what I have been able to see so far. How did you overcome maybe those digital effects and keep your acting grounded?
Definitely, yeah. I think just kind of cutting down the world around you and just looking at the people you're playing alongside screen with and try not to really just, think of the fantasy as something bigger than life. And as I said before, just, really just stay in the moment.
Yeah, certainly.
Absolutely. And fantasy in TV and lit and books and films, all of that, it's so popular. And I'm curious if there were any particular titles that maybe you pulled from in order to, I don't know, inspire you throughout your role.
Yeah, of course. I'm a huge Narnia fan. I love Narnia. I love the Chronicles. I love that, sort of type of movies. I'm, a huge fan of Treasure Planet, Disney's Treasure Planet, which I honestly think is underrated, but I definitely pulled from those.
I
Yeah,
love
certainly.
those.
So for our viewers who might be hearing about this series for the first time, can you break it down for us? Maybe give us just a little bit of a synopsis. What is the show all about in your words?
Of course. So I would say that it's three teens get transcended into a fantasy world and they have to find their way back.
Yeah. And how many episodes are in the series currently? Do you know that information?
Yeah, there are currently 6 episodes. You could stream them all. They're all out right now on Angel.
All right.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, got to put you on the spot. Did you have a
Okay.
favorite part about filming the series?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, we shot the whole thing in Limerick, Ireland.
Oh,
So
wow.
just, everything in this show is little to no green screen at all. It's really shot on location. So, when you see a castle on screen, it's really a 1,000-year-old castle. And, we also shot the Cliffs of Moher. So I would just say this show is definitely aesthetically just pleasing.
Yeah,
What a cool
it's beautiful.
opportunity to be able to experience that.
Absolutely. We were visiting earlier this week about how National Plan for Vacation Day is coming up, and I think Ireland could be on a
Might
lot of
need to hop
people's
over
lists.
there.
Yeah.
It definitely should be on your list. It's beautiful. The people are so nice. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
amazing.
awesome.
If you're going to give us one pitch, maybe to our viewers, why they should go and watch this show, stream this show right now, what would you say?
Yeah, so I would definitely say that, if you're in the mood to watch a new show and you love fantasy and, you love adventure and you love heart, I would, definitely give this show a go for sure.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, thank you. We've been chatting with
Yes.
Evan Nicholas Fields. You can see him right now in The Wayfinder streaming on Angel. Thank you for joining us today. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Congrats
Thank
on
you
the
so
show.
much for having me. Have a good rest of your guys' day.
Yeah, you too. All right. Stay